Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Let's get behind this tree a little bit here. That wasn't there a minute ago. Wow. Blinding me. Anyway, still camping. I'm going to talk a little louder because the wind's blowing. Well, that went right out of my head. That's nothing unusual for my head. Anyway, you know how this is done. You've done enough times. Don't forget. You might see it later, remember it later. Somebody else will validate it for you later. It may not make any sense at this time. Just keep it in mind. So I'm going to talk a little louder because the wind's blowing. So I'm going to hopefully not yell. But I want to make sure it gets across so I don't have to do it again. I don't know when I'll be able to upload this, but I'm going to go ahead and get it done today. And not sure what day I'm going home. Tomorrow we're going across the lake. There's going to be 5 of us campers over there. So we're going to talk to HIEU because I'm just assuming that's who you want to talk to. I don't know if he... Seems like he's played drums before. I don't remember my readings when I do them. And I can't remember what I ate yesterday, so I don't remember shit. Anyway. But it's like he's got... I don't know what kind of drum. It's like in a marching band, and they have the strap around their neck, and they've got the drum in front of them. You know, just the one drum. He's coming in that way. Seems like he played drums before when he came in, but not this. I don't think it was this kind of drum. This is more like, well, anyway, our high school band, they have several of the boys that play those. They're really good at it. It's really cool. So I'm not sure why he's playing the drum. But anyway, he's coming in with a beat. With a beat. Beat, beat. He's talking about curls in the hair. Did you recently curl your hair? I don't know what your hair looks like. Maybe your hair is always curled. But it's like curls. It's almost like a permanent, you know, the perm curls, but not quite. Like maybe you took a big curling iron and made big curls recently. So I think he's trying to validate that he knows that. I don't know how recent. Or maybe you're thinking about doing it. Maybe you're getting ready to go to some event or wedding or something, and you're thinking about doing that to your hair. Anyway, he's validating it. Got noisy people going the wrong way. I'm supposed to drive that direction. It's a one-way street. Or a load of kids. Don't get out of here, I'm working. Go down there. Well, I'm not sure why he's showing this, but he's showing me with really long, straight, dark, slick hair. Did he ever talk about growing his hair long? Or did he ever have his hair really long? I don't know if sometimes they'll over-exaggerate something just so I pay attention to it. Like if somebody, like they'll make their belly grow great, big, huge. Maybe they weren't quite that big, but they want me to pay attention to that point. That part of him. So I'm not sure what he's doing with his really long hair, and he's kind of playing with it like it's kind of blowing in the breeze, and he's fluffing it back. He says, I can do anything I want to with it now. And I don't care. He says, we were young and we didn't really think about dying. He kind of acts like maybe he kind of had an inkling, like a little clue. Bicycle, they're going to think I'm crazy. Well, I am. Like maybe he thought maybe he wouldn't be around to be 80. But he says, you don't really think about dying when you're young. You think you're going to live forever. You're invincible. That's just normal for that age. But he says, you need to think about it. Not about the dying, but what you want to do with your life. And don't wait another 20 years and then think, well, I got time to do this, this, and this. He says, you need to start thinking about it right freaking now. You need to start saving money right freaking now for retirement. You need to start, what? You need to start moving forward with some kind of path in your life. And you need to start doing it now instead of just flitting around and thinking, I'll do it later. I'll do it later. I'll do this later. I'll meet this person later. I'll get married later. I'll do all of this later. I'll make money later. I'll do all of this stuff later. He says we need to grow up when we're younger and start doing it then and live our full potential in life. And he said he wasn't even close to doing it. He said, but if you do it now, then you've got that many more years to expand on it, where if you just kind of go, yeah, I'll get around to it. That was me. That was me. That is me. Even, look how old I am now, and I still do it. So, and there's somebody around you, another female about your age, and you both need to think about it, he says. You both need to consider getting serious about the rest of your life now. What do you want to do? What are you going to do? Where do you want to see it later? Don't wait around and depend on some guy to come along and do it for you. I think something stung me. It's like a sting. I love being out here in the wilderness, but sometimes the little varmints I don't like. I don't like the spiders either. The biggest spider I've ever seen in my life came rolling out from under my rug when I picked it up earlier today. I was like, holy shit, put a saddle on that. He wants to know what you did with the scary box. I think that's what he called it. Is that what he called it last time? He's calling it that. Anyway, if he didn't, he's calling it this time. What'd you do with the scary box? What are you going to do? What are you doing? Okay. So you don't have to use a box. You can use a jar or a drawer or a cup or whatever you want. He wants you to start. Oh, I made a whole bunch of jars for people and I decorated them like mason jars. And that's what he's showing me. Put slits in the top of the lid and then made a bunch of little slits of paper. And every day you have to write on that piece of paper what you're grateful for. One thing every day and put it in the jar. And at the end of the year, you're supposed to read. It wouldn't hurt to put the date on it. Never thought about that. Like, what day were you grateful for? Your nose didn't run anymore after doing it a whole week. You know, whatever it is, simple, anything. I can breathe. I can see. I can taste. My ears aren't plugged up anymore. I mean, I haven't been that way. That's just popping in my weird little head. He wants you to make a gratitude jar or drawer or cup or whatever, and every day be grateful for something. He said you need to start that practice. He said, you get down in the dumps a little bit too much. What are you grateful for? Write it down. Make it concrete. Make it permanent. When you write it down, it solidifies it. It makes it real. It puts it in real time. I guess I don't know what else to say about it. Makes it just makes it more real instead of it just flitting through your head for a second. Oh, he's thumping on my head. He says, "You haven't done that for a while." I know. I used to find at least 5 things every morning I was grateful for, and I would write them down, and I haven't done it for a while. Been busy. No excuse. Absolutely no excuse. How long does it take? He says you need to be more grateful for what you do have instead of him being gone. Okay, not sure what he's trying to show me, but it's like he rolls a ball down the hill, like a pretty good size. It's like not even a soccer ball, just like a rubber kickball, and it's rolling down the hill. But then it's picking up stuff like like if he rolled a big snowball down a hill, or maybe it's just on cartoons. I don't know. And it gets bigger. It picks up more snow, it gets bigger, 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 bigger. So it's turning into this great big ball by the time it gets to the bottom of the hill. It's growing, it's growing, it's gaining, it's gaining momentum, it's gaining things along the way. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing because he's not explaining it. It's kind of a weird thing. And then when it gets really big at the bottom of the hill, it starts slowing down, but it's still growing, growing. I hope to hell you have some idea what he's trying to show me because he's not explaining. It was getting great momentum. It was going down the hill, getting bigger, bigger, bigger. And I don't feel like it was a dark thing, a heavy thing, a bad thing. And now it's going very slow. So I don't know if that's you. And you were gaining great momentum and you were growing and all of that. And now you're slowing down. And you need to speed back up. That's the only thing I can think of. Because I've never seen him show. It's the charades. It's the charades that they always show me. So hopefully you have some idea what he's talking about. If you are slowing down, speed it back up and let it grow more and more and more. Because you're gaining knowledge, you're gaining stuff the whole time it's going. Orange. He's talking about the color orange. I don't know if you're wearing orange. Somebody had an orange jumpsuit. I have no clue. Orange. He just says the color orange, and I'm seeing just the color orange right in front of my face. So maybe you're looking at the sunset and it's orange when you see this. Like, I don't know what day I'm going to be able to upload this. Now he's playing a violin. They can do anything they want to. Did he play a violin? Did he like orchestra music? Did he have the desire to learn to play a violin? Okay, so he is pointing over there, even though it's not quite close to sunset. It's getting there. He says there's some place you guys either went and watched the sunset or you always went and watched the sunset, but something about watching the sunset, watching the sun go down. He said, say it again. Instead of thanking him when the sun sets, he wants you to start thinking of him when the sun comes up. And in a way that will motivate you, into wanting to jump up, do stuff, do it in his honor, do it for him, think of him. He doesn't want you to think of him all the time. That's not what he's getting at. But get up and think, wow, what a glorious day this is. Good morning. Say good morning to him. I actually have an alarm that goes off on my Alexa at home. I can say her name now because she won't go off. I don't have one out here. And people are walking. Okay, I have to get off here. They think I'm crazy. Oh, I am. And it says good morning. So that's my Alexa reminder. Every single morning at a certain time that means something to me and somebody else, and says good morning, and that reminds me to brighten up and say good morning back to him, because he's up there, or actually they're right here. They're really not up there or down there. They're here. And it reminds me that I love him. Good morning. It'll be a good day. I know you're here with me. And maybe you want to do that. You can say good morning to him every morning. But it's not in a sad way. It's good morning. I love you. I know you're with me. I know you love me. All these good things. So that is a daily reminder. And if I'm not home to hear Alexa, and it goes off, it gives me an alert on my phone. Say good morning. So I still remember. It's still a reminder to have a bright spot in my opening morning eyes, if you want to call it that, to start my day out with. Good morning, Bob. So that might help perk up your day, maybe. Okay, with that, I'm going to get off here because these people are going to think I'm nuts. like I'm worried about anybody thinking I'm nuts. It hasn't bothered me for years because I really don't care. And when you learn not to care about other people's opinions, well, hopefully you're not as nuts as I am. But it sure feels good. Much love to you, my dear. Oh, wow, there's something I was going to say. Right over my head. I'm blonde. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. See you later.